You may be getting ready to speak up and or say something. And it's like, you know what? I'm going to sit down. I'm going to make sure I'm clear. I'm going to make sure I'm loud about it. And we're just going to get to the point. All right, Libra. So it seems like you want to balance something out with someone. It's like, okay, I want to sit down and I want to present something to someone about an opportunity, or I want to tell them about something. This is someone that you're no longer close to. There's some type of separation between y'all. Somebody was being strategic when it comes to this relationship. They felt like they had the power. They had, the mindset. They had everything they need in order to stabilize, in order to win something against you. And now they feel stuck. Now they feel like they have to surrender in order to create something that's going to help them move forward. They do. Now they want to be mature about the situation. Okay, so they may come towards you and be like, okay, how can we be fair? How can this be balanced? How could this be even? You could definitely have your guard up against this person. This could either be someone in your family or someone that you created a family with. Maybe you feel like they guarded you, like they kept you on the outskirts of their family somehow, some way, or their money or their legacy. They try to push you on the outskirts of it. If you are still trying to take action, put in effort, put in energy into a relationship that you know is dead. So it's like you guys are separated, but somehow you still are close. There's still some type of intimacy. There's still some type of hope or wish, whatever the case may be. You're manipulating yourself out of some type of stability. You're manipulating yourself out of your person and or your marriage long term. Okay, so you need to hang tight. Create a way to move forward. Figure out what you can do that's the mature way to do it. That way it's fair and it's even. And create your defenses against this person. What else for air signs? Oh, air signs. You could be dealing with another air sign. I almost called you earth signs as well. If you're dealing with another air sign, Libra dealing with another air sign. This could be an Aquarian. Maybe you feel like this person had some type of investment, or you guys were growing things even behind the scenes. It's like at the same point in time that things would kind of get low, y'all always can kind of revive it. But now there's some type of self-doubt about like, okay, is this really going to progress? Maybe this person that you were dealing with, they had some type of investment elsewhere. They had some type of investment with the friendship. And maybe that friend that they had has put a blockage or a guard against them in order to protect themselves. And so now they're feeling weak. Now they're feeling like they don't really know what's right and what's wrong when it comes to kind of going forward and how to move. They're sad. They feel isolated, like somebody left them out and locked the door. I didn't even know what that was. So something may be catching you off guard. There may be some type of update that you need to do and or some type of notification that may be like, what in the world? Hopefully it's not like an Amber Alert. It's like an Amber Alert, but you actually know the person or something like that. Okay, what's going on? What's going on for Libra? I feel like you're trying to be patient. It's all about balance right now. You do have some type of help. Okay, so when it comes to your emotions, allow yourself to cry and or get through any type of blocked emotions. So it's kind of between like you're either emotional but you're holding it back, or you're kind of like, you know what, I don't care. I don't like it's one side or the other. You need to stabilize this. You may not be sleeping well. Somebody wants to come towards you and they kind of want to release some type of emotion on you, and they want you to be in your head about it. Why? Because they're going through some type of change and they feel like they don't have any protection. The person that they're going through a change with, they feel like they're trying to recover themselves, or they're going through a situation with another third party or whatever the case may be. And so they're coming towards you to see if they can piss in your cup. Who is this for, Libra? This could be an air sign, a water sign, heavy on the water sign, or a Virgo. Maybe even a Capricorn. What else for Libra? You could be seeing 444. Your finances may be feeling up and down. It's like you don't know at one point in time if something's going to be cut in half or something's going to happen with your job. And you're kind of like, okay, well, I have this in my account. Yes, but I have to walk away from this person. I'm not sure what's going to happen and, how I'm going to be able to get through something. You could be assuming something is how something's going to play out already. So make sure you're not lying to yourself, okay? Even if you feel like there's going to be a period of time where you don't have any kind of help or any protection, things will slowly but surely go through a change and a phase, and you'll shake up this. You'll be able to restabilize and balance. If you think you're going to lose a job, you may. There is no change with what you do and or your work. Maybe you're really good at what you do, but you don't really have the support, or something's going on with the team. But I feel like you will be able to bounce back. Your finances may feel all over the place from time to time. But yeah, but I feel like overall you're going to get through it to where you're not really too anxious about it, because any type of delays or whatever that's coming towards you, it's going to be a sting in the back. It's going to either keep you stuck in the past or a thing of the past. Okay? You just may have to fear being alone or having to do things all by yourself. But if you plan for it to go and you plan to save, any type of conflict that you have, it'll actually just be an opportunity to figure out how you can move and, get through it. You'll see it as a challenge and like okay, well, let's just see what this is about, versus like, oh my God, this is the worst. So make sure you're saving right now, okay? Libra. You could want to go approach somebody that you ghosted. Maybe you feel like they turned their back on you. They don't have any emotions for you. They have some type of new beginning. But you're like, oh, wait, look, but I have this thing, or I have this luxury lifestyle, or I have this, balanced emotions, or I can provide this for you. And they're like, no. I already consider this a loss when it comes to you mentally. So because I've already wrapped it up in my mind, I'm not interested in restarting it. Yeah, you're going to have to move forward. This person is focused on their talent and or just something that feels good to them. Could be a hobby or just something that puts them in their own zone. They don't see a point in investing in this. They don't see any value. And they feel like they have some type of happiness and or wish fulfillment now. They also may feel like you get off on lying about a situation. Maybe you're lying about your finances, your success, or maybe they just feel like there's something going on. Maybe they feel like you're being quiet about some type of legal issue or something that needs to balance out when it comes to your finances. Or another person. This person thinks you're sneaky. Okay? So I don't really know. They think there's something going on there. Final message for Libra. Maybe you're going to the court. Congratulations. There is a new baby and or new love out here. Okay? You may feel like your time is up and down, but that will stabilize. Just be balanced with how you move. Also, make sure you're giving yourself time as you need it. You're still pouring into yourself and treating yourself as you should. If somebody tried to lie to you, they're going to end up feeling backstabbed themselves when it comes to their new beginning or whoever they went towards. So you don't need to be worried about it. You don't need to be focused on anyone else because they're not a match at all. And someone's going to end up being single anyway, and wanting to come back once you turned away. Okay? Good luck. All right, Gemini. Something about a home-cooked meal. Like either you've been traveling and you're like, oh, finally I'm home. I can cook something that I know I like or something that's going to taste really good. Or it's given, there's something like, oh, I'm eating this like I used to eat when I was a kid. Like a grilled cheese sandwich. I don't know. Something, I don't know, it's given like grilled cheese and soup. There's something that you used to eat when you were a kid. Maybe you used to make sandwiches with someone that you were around as a kid. So it's like you're thinking about a childhood friend. You're thinking about a childhood friend. What's going on here? Maybe you're starting to see the strength in this person. Maybe you watched them heal, even if it was from afar. It's like you had a different angle. You didn't really have, I don't want to say a close up, but you wasn't necessarily beside them. You were watching them from either social media or, like I said, you had a different angle. Maybe you want to strengthen the communication between you guys. You feel like they have some type of energy that can create something for them and or that gives them options. There's some type of illusion though here. There's some type of confusion, illusion when it comes to a relationship, a one-night stand, or whatever the case may be. And you feel like that's going to be a burden to get through. Some type of strategy or the person either wasn't worth it or didn't work out. Yeah, this was something like, okay, we were just low-key fixated on you. To be honest, it wasn't really as big as it seems. It was just like, hey, let's just see, how we can throw this person off balance. It was a creative idea to create some type of competition. That's all it was. But because somebody has the wisdom of it or they found out about it, they decided to move forward and or just change direction. And you feel like the clarity of holding on to this and or just like knowing that you did it creates some type of burden or challenge for you. So you want to go slowly and see if you can, integrate yourself back into this person's life by communicating and just saying like, oh, hey, I want to be a friend, or I just want to celebrate you somehow, some way. Excuse me. But maybe you feel like this person is going to hold back on communication and or just block you because they intuitively know that you're trying to master something and or get to the top of something. Or because they feel like you're just coming towards them because they're getting to the top of something. Yeah. There could be some type of apology and or a message about a child. Okay. Anything else between you and this friend? I feel like if you do send a message, even if they don't respond, they will see it. They will. They just may stay quiet and then just may like, you know what? I'll think about it. If I want to respond or if I want to do something, then I will. But I think they'll see it for sure. All right. What else we got for Gemini? Okay, you can feel unprotected right now. Maybe like, you know what? I'm not even trying to lie to myself about the situation. I understand what I got myself into, what I invested myself into. Something like that could be important. You're dealing with a lot of trolls and or scam callers or just something like that. You could be trying to come up with a plan or a concept, something that you feel like is going to help you, but you're like, I want to be able to do something practical. But at the same time, I may have to do something kind of like an ends to a mean in order to get out of the situation. You also may want to lower your guards. You want to go tell the truth. Maybe you feel like you invested in something that just was not worth it, essentially. And so you're looking for a way around it without actually going through the system. It's like example, like, okay, well, I just got this apartment. I really don't like it, but I'm locked into this lease. But instead of me trying to get out of this lease, let me see if I can sublease it to somebody else who may want it. Or you're trying to figure out an idea to get through it so that way you can just walk away from the situation because you're really not happy where you are. Outcome. All right, I do think there's going to be a transition. There's going to be a change. It may not be the best ideal change, but as long as you're detail oriented and you save and you hold back from any type of drama, any type of conflict, there will be something else that comes towards you. But it's going to test you. Okay, so expect that. Something about 3 to 5 days, 3 to 6 days could be important. Maybe you need something done within the next week, or you're under a certain time frame. It's like, dang, it's already Friday. Like, dang, it's already. If you're under a certain time frame, you will be able to stabilize. Okay, it's like, oh, I need this drink now. Like, thank the Lord. Like, it's like you're stable, but at the same time, it costs you a lot of emotions, and or it was a process. So it's like you're celebrating, but at the same time, you're just like, I'm just glad I'm able to sleep. Yeah, you'll be fine. Okay. All right, let's see. Next message for Gemini. There could be a new love out here, a new relationship. Maybe you're ready for a new love, but you're not really sure how someone feels about you. Or you're not really sure, like, okay, should I tell them this? Should I uncover these feelings? Should I tell them, like, oh, I really want it, but I'm not sure how to approach them? You feel like you really want to invest in something, and this could be really fun for the both of y'all. You're inspired to do this. I think you will. I feel like you've been holding back on communication, but I think you're finally going to say, okay, you know what? I'm just going to go for it, and we'll just see how things work. I think they are going to respond to you as well. Outcome. I like it. You should go for it. Yeah. Somebody's still trying to recover from being unsupported in a previous relationship, but I do feel like they're mature now, or they have experience enough to where they're ready to know, or they're ready to experience and or feel something that, they feel powerful in. I don't think you should be worried about a past person. If you're like, oh, I'm not sure how they feel, or if they're going to still be manipulative about the person that they separated from. I think that they are have experienced an opportunity by themselves, and now that they've released that, they want something that's going to be balanced. So you don't need to worry about the old person. But I do think you should reach out to communicate to them. Maybe you are also confused about it because you went through something too. It's like they went through something with their past, and so did you. And so you took the opportunity to surrender as well. Like y'all both sat down. It's like I tell people all the time, like, yeah, I'm the type of person. I had one child and I sat the fuck down. You ain't got to tell me, you know what I mean? I got to learn my lesson twice. I had my hand pop. Okay, like I touched the stove. It was hot. I set my ass down. Period. And I feel like you learned this lesson as well. And the person that you meet, they learned this lesson. Okay. Somebody also may be trying to save right now. So that may affect their judgment call when it comes to something heavy and they're trying to save. So it's kind of like not necessarily just save themselves, like, and hold themselves back. Something about August or a Leo could be important. Maybe they heal back from a Leo, and then this is when you reach out to them. They'll probably tell you, like, yeah, I made a judgment call. I was going to do this, but I was like, oh, it's like, oh, well, this person invited me to travel. This person invited me to do something with them, and they decided not to do it. This is when you're going to talk to them. Yeah, you are. And any type of confusion you had, it's like, oh, okay, I actually do have clarity. I was trapped in my own head. But anywho, I think this person is trying to save for a bigger purchase. If there's something that they want. Okay. Any final messages for Gemini? You can have a friend that's defensive towards you right now. They feel like you got some type of spunk, you have some type of passion, and they feel like they're doubting where they're going, and they got some type of conflict and tension. Okay, so just kind of tune in with yourself at the point that you see some type of passive aggressiveness. They may come back with an apology, so I'm not saying cut them off. Just allow them time to balance their own emotions. Okay, and you may be like, what the fuck? Why would they say that? You know, I'm just gonna leave them alone and go do something practical. Do that, and again, they're gonna realize, what they said and or what they did. They're gonna think about it and come back. And again, I think it's gonna be sincere. All right, Aquarius, I keep thinking about Akon locked up. So either somebody actually is getting locked up, they are locked up, or somebody feels like your ancestors in karma is on their ass and they can't get out of a situation. What's going on for Aquarius? There's some type of conflict. Hopefully you're not fighting yourself or in different versions of yourself. But I feel like someone is going through some type of conflict because there's delay. Something didn't go the way they expected. Somebody didn't trust in something. They didn't do this trust fall. They didn't just do something carelessly. Or it's the opposite. Somebody's conflicted because things have been delayed since they've been doing things carelessly. Okay, somebody could have invested in something and they had so much energy in doing it. They were trying to have you conflicted and get something to work in their favor. And now they're just on a hope, a wish, and a prayer right now. Something about the, I don't know if it's like the Weekend. It's called a rock band too. And there was a song called Living on a Prayer. Because I'm hearing about the little beat in the dun 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 dun. I don't know, I can't hear it. I can't do it out loud. But it's also giving, is that Mario's? Dun 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 dun. Mario, when you had to beat the man at the top. The big old, okay, anyways. Maybe you're distracted. Maybe you're daydreaming about something right now, Aquarius. This could be about a friendship or just something that was like, or somebody that you were attached to. Maybe they want you to give them a second chance. Maybe they feel like you judged them or you judged something that they were happy about or doing something, and at this point that you judged them, you created a boundary or you created a mindset about them. There also could be a friend that you know indulges in people. Like they're careless with whoever they hang out with. So like, it's like, oh my God, this person could be with anybody. They hang out with anybody. Or maybe that's what you were saying. That's what people were saying about you. Like, yeah, it doesn't really matter. You can go to them, talk to them, you can sleep with them. It don't matter. Somebody could be a part of the LGBTQA community. If so, there's 2 women. It's like maybe you're dating and you're like, yeah, I feel good with the both of y'all. You pick the air sign. You pick the fire sign. I think you may pick the air sign. The fire sign, you may still be stuck in the past, or you feel like this person's going to keep you stuck in the past. Maybe you only are dealing down with this fire sign because of someone that you knew in the past, and that's how you created something. So it's like you grew a trauma bond for this person. Although there may be some type of emotion and or love here, it's kind of like, you know, secretly we both were just holding on to this because we were trying to get this other person to get off balance or just to feel stuck. When it comes to this air sign, you may be secretly in your head about like how is this going to develop, but I feel like this is still tied to a wish. This person is still a wish fulfillment towards you. It is. You still see some type of value here, but you just could be sad about how things are communicating or the change of lifestyle of someone or how something, you know, shaking up and it didn't go as planned. When it comes to this person, it's like somebody ended up having a kid with someone else first. So it's like now y'all won't have your first kid. Y'all would, you know, they already have a kid or something like that happened between y'all, and so it has you guarded against them. They know it. All right. What else for Aquarius? Okay, so there's a partnership or relationship that's just not going towards your favor right now. This could be a job partnership or relationship that somebody just you feel like it's not moving. Okay, just like, you know what, this is just not it. I don't feel good when I'm here. You're ready to shake shit up for sure. It's like you're ready to pack things up and leave. If this is not a relationship, it's kind of like, okay, well, I'm ready to leave the city. I done everything I could here. I done dealt with a lot of people. I done worked the jobs. It's time for me to get up and move. You may be having low energy right now. Are you trying to figure out what's next? Where do you put your investments next? Where do you get something to grow next, for sure? You may need to go out and just do something fun, find a hobby, talk to people, and this may spark something that's practical for you. There could be an earth sign woman that either you're watching or that's watching you. There's some grief behind this relationship. Why? Somebody has their wishes, and maybe they feel like they reevaluated your relationship, and they feel like this was something that was toxic. Your energy moving on. You have some type of negative thoughts. There's some type of like secret thing that's kind of keeping you held within this restraints of this. So you just need to balance your emotions, see the value in just having a new start and or just making new friendships, and then just kind of go from there. Again, you should get out and go do something, like go to a batting cage or go to a rage room, or I don't know, go somewhere to kind of get some type of emotions out of you. Maybe you like to hike, or maybe you like to do something physical. It's like you got like one of those little hiking bags with the little water things. Like go on a walk or something. I don't know. Alright, what's going on for Aquarius? Finances are okay. They're healing. They will heal. If they're not okay now, they're okay. You're okay being single. You're okay being alone. But I feel like there's just something that's holding you tied to it. Okay? If it's not you holding yourself tied to being single, you're being tied to someone else and you're just not sure about this person, if you should create boundaries with them. Who is this person? This could be a water sign. A fire sign, heavy on the fire sign. It also could be an air sign. But heavy on the water and the fire. It's like you're reevaluating if this is how this is going to grow. What is this going to be long term? Is this going to bring something in for you? And it kind of gives you a headache thinking about getting married to this person for whatever reason. How does this person feel about you? The relationship's ups and downs. This person could be a part of the LGBTQA relationship. Maybe they don't want another pregnancy, or maybe they're not sure about like if this is going to grow, or if they want to experience some type of like situation with you. In general, maybe it's like they had a kid, they're not sure if they want to go through that again, or they feel like y'all have emotions, but at the same time they're not sure how much this could actually grow, so they're just trying to be patient and just see how things play out. Outcome. The desire is there. I just don't think somebody's going to have the routine, or you guys are going to stick to it long term. At the point that somebody get off a routine or stop doing what they usually do, someone's going to have the clarity to like, okay, well, I want to balance something for myself, and then they're going to walk away. This may happen by Scorpio season. Okay. Final messages for Aquarius. Okay, so give yourself a moment to break mentally. Give yourself a moment to and not necessarily break, because I feel like it's like, okay, well, I don't want to break my mind, like, you know, whatever, but like take a break, mentally relax, get out of your head, do something that's completely keeping you occupied, because something may just seem off balance with you right now. You may feel like you don't have everything that you do. Okay, so you feel like you don't have everything that you do have, but you feel like you don't have anything that you can to kind of get you out of some type of conflict or situation, but you do. You just need to, in order to restabilize, to see who you are and or where you want to go. All right, make sure you're not overindulging just out of fear and illusions. That's going to be the biggest thing. Figure out what you can do and stay committed to it, even at the point that you feel like it's just you. There's somebody that you're separated from, or that maybe you just know from your city, or whatever the case may be. They're going through a separation. They may come towards you and try to sleep with you and be lustful. This is toxic. Aquarius, this could be you. Even if y'all never slept with each other before. Outcome. I don't like it. Somebody's going to be like, you know what? Yeah, this wasn't working. I should have put my defenses up. And they're going to get back to work. You may end up walking away, or they're going to walk away.